On one of the coldest, darkest nights New York City had seen in decades, when snow floated through the air like silent ash and the distant hum of traffic felt miles away, 5 figures dressed in black emerged from a forgotten maintenance tunnel beneath Lower Manhattan, beginning what would become America's most flawless, most mysterious, and most humiliating $100 million heist. Leading them was a man whose identity, no agency, no camera, and no database had ever captured Ghost. A criminal strategist so precise, so patient, and so invisible that his existence blurred the line between myth and reality. For half a year, Ghost lived in the shadows, studying guard schedules, memorizing electrical blueprints, timing police patrol cycles, and mapping every inch of a vault considered unbreakable. To train his team, he rented an old warehouse and built a full replica of the vault's layout, forcing his crew to repeat the operation over 50 times until every movement, every step, every breath, every blink matched Ghost's countdown exactly. Inside that crew was a hacker capable of freezing a live security feed without raising a single warning flag, a safecracker who could open vaults blindfolded, a demolition specialist who could remove walls without disturbing dust, and a driver who could disappear into traffic before anyone knew they were being chased. At 2:13 a.m., when the guards were at their lowest alertness cycle and the city's heartbeat slowed beneath a sheet of winter silence, Ghost raised his hand and the operation began like a perfectly synchronized silent storm. The hacker launched a 91-second system freeze, looping harmless footage. The safecracker deployed a microfiber drill that split open the titanium, vault lock without creating sound above 12 decibels, and Ghost monitored every step, calculating time down to the millisecond. When the vault door finally cracked open, emergency lights cast a reddish glow over stacks of crisp dollar bills, crates of gold bars, and velvet cases of uncut diamonds worth exactly $100 million of treasure, so heavily protected that even the bank director had never stepped inside. Yet the crew didn't hesitate. In 22 minutes, they filled silent shock-absorbing duffel bags, exhaled in unison, and vanished back into the tunnels, resealing the entrance behind them as if they had never existed. By the time the surveillance system rebooted, the crew was already 10 blocks away in an abandoned warehouse, burning their clothing, dissolving tools in chemical solution, and routing the stolen fortune through offshore crypto channels. Private brokers and decoy shipments scattered across multiple states. When the FBI arrived, expecting chaos, they instead found a perfect crime scene, no fingerprints.
All they know, no DNA, no forced entry, no digital logs, not even dust disturbed on the vault's outer hinges.
The only thing left behind was a stainless steel plate, perfectly polished, inscribed with 3 words that would haunt investigators for years. Perfection leaves no trace. Media outlets exploded, calling it the heist of the century, while police departments across the nation were humiliated by the precision of a crew that moved like ghosts. Days turned into weeks, then months, then years. And despite hundreds of interviews, thousands of man-hours, and dozens of theories, not a single suspect was ever confirmed, not a single mistake ever surfaced, and not a single piece of the stolen $100 million ever reappeared in circulation. And so the legend grew of a mastermind who studied America's security systems better than the agencies that built them, of a crew that disappeared into thin air, and of a crime so perfect that even today, investigators admit they may never solve it. The world still wonders who Ghost was, where his crew vanished, and how 5 shadows rewrote the definition of the perfect crime on a cold New York night when history stood still.